You're watching Camnet News. My name is Sharon Kalimbola. We look at the stories making headlines. Pastor Chiloba calls for peace in the country. HH blocked from visiting Chela Tokota. Youth protest stopped. In international news, New York to ease COVID-19 lockdown laws. And in sports news, Liverpool's fear over $270 million star money with Spanish giants set to strike. Join us after the break.
Dr. Bigron, musa ibala komutienda okuni gift na land. Uchitenkubeti uibise mojo basayone. Oh! Mwina mushi, nakuletera njinga. Latest inaluvesi gear na mawaipa.
Difficult chidi ashidi njinga. Liam 19 pendef kondo. Transport, we got it.
Nanga phone for communication. Ipuzi sana chizungu. Yeah, you see what I mean?
It's a camera difficult.
It's communication. We got it. Indemoni!
Powerful system ndimba X-Buzz.
Mufumile kukalale. Na mnaimo muli bakumushi. We got it. Yo Bikron, utole noleta njemfule mungani. Ngecho wachira pose na nchitinshi. 1, 2, 3, both of you. Kabala ngempanga. Don't be stupid. We got it.
The details. Healing Word Ministries International Presiding Pastor Moses Chiloba has called for peace and reconciliation in the country. Pastor Chiloba says peace is a catalyst to national development. He has further called on the opposition United Party for National Development and the ruling Patriotic Front to set aside their differences in the best interest of the country. Pastor Chiloba is, however, concerned with political inclination that has entered in the churches. According to him, churches must remain impartial at all times if they are to genuinely bring lost souls to Christ. Pastor Chiloba said this during a Sunday service.
No, we need peace. We need the blessings of God. Even the church, as a church, we are supposed to bring reconciliation. But sometimes us as a church also, we have got political inclinations and ambitions. And I want you to know that most of the people who are appointed in some of these places just start an NGO. These NGOs, before long, the government says, what happened to what you were saying?
Home Affairs Minister Stephen Kampyongo has ordered Inspector General of Police Kakoma Kanganja to prepare his troops for youths that have planned to protest on the 22nd of June 2020 and beyond. Mr. Kampyongo has also refuted claims that the Ministry of Home Affairs gave a go-ahead to the youths to protest. The minister has since warned all youths who plan to protest to reconsider their decision and abide by the law or have themselves to blame for what will befall them. Meanwhile, Shalom Youth leader Ertha Mukea says the youths have postponed their protest that was scheduled for 22nd of June 2020, which is tomorrow Monday, to 27th of June 2020 for purposes of clarification. We have the details in this report. Home Affairs, I beg your pardon. Small-scale farmers in Monze and Gwembe district of Southern Province have received aid from government through the Strengthening Climate Resilience in the Kafue Basin. The empowerment project is focused on livestock rearing. Government through Skrika has funded the construction of drinking canals for animals in the two districts. Monze District Commissioner Cyprian Hamayaya and Gwembe District Commissioner Justus Piri says the empowerment project is timely as it has come at a time when farmers are in need of professional advice in their agricultural activities. They have since called for the construction of the canals so as to allow the farmers to start using them.
For a long time now, some small-scale livestock farmers had been forced to move long distances in search of water during dry season. However, the situation is yet to change as government, under the Strengthening Climate Resilience in the Kafue Basin Squeaker Empowerment Project, has funded the building of water troughs for animals in Monze and Gwembe district. The project is meant to address and reduce the challenges faced by animals in the districts. Monze District Commissioner Cyprian Hamayaya has thanked the government for the timely aid.
I know that the drinking troughs will go a long way to solve water problems for our animals in the district. On behalf of our small-scale farmers, we wish to thank African Development Bank through Minister of Finance most sincerely for this gesture. Can we all take keen interest as the construction goes on to ensure that the contractor does the right thing and avoid shadow works? Procurement Department, you know the procedures. Please do the right thing also. Remember that you are procuring for 2 districts, namely Gwembe and Monze.
And Gwembe District Commissioner Justus Piri has called for a timely implementation of the empowerment project as a way of alleviating the water challenges for animals in the district.
What I'm only emphasizing is that let's follow what we have agreed to do here, and the further guidelines, I think, from the procurement technocrats will always come to us and ensure these projects are timely concluded and certified. The funders usually are always ready to do the funding, but usually the delays come from us, the technocrats on the ground, on the part of maybe the preliminary works that need to be done. They may not be done timely, thereby delaying all the processes of procurement.
Gwembe was not part of the Squeaker projects and was recently included in the projects aimed at helping small-scale farmers in the 2 districts. The 2 districts will receive a total of 29 drinking troughs, 17 for Monze and the remaining 12 for Gwembe. The 2 districts have been sharing the sad story of people sharing the same water sources with animals for use. Reporting for Camnet Television in Lusaka, Zambia, Namwinga Mwinga.
We now go back to our earlier story where Home Affairs Minister Stephen Kampiongo is instructing Inspector General of Police Kakoma Kanganja to prepare his troops for youths that have planned to protest on the 22nd of June 2020 and beyond. Mr. Kampiongo has also refuted claims that the Ministry of Home Affairs gave the youths a go-ahead to protest. The minister has since warned all the youths who plan to protest to reconsider their decision and abide by the law or have themselves to blame for what may befall them. Meanwhile, Shalom Youth leader Etha Mukea says the youths have postponed their protest that was scheduled on the 22nd of June 2020 to 27th of June 2020 for purposes of clarification. Traders at Lusaka City Market have called on the quick construction of the market before the beginning of the rainy season. The traders have complained that government has been mute on the way forward after so many complaints, to which they have just decided to give up. The market was gutted twice in 2017, but up to now the rehabilitation promises made by government have not been fulfilled. Authorities have not yet established the cause of the fire. We have the details in this report.
On the 4th of July 2017 was a gloomy day for Lusaka City Market traders and the country at large, as merchandise worth millions of kwacha were destroyed by the fire. Barely a year passed, fire engulfed the southern part of the market, destroying more merchandise. Although authorities have not yet established the cause of fire, government has not yet started reconstructing the market. It's almost 3 years now. These are traders as well as taxpayers, yet the environment in which they make ends meet is not favorable for a stable business, as they are forced to continue trading in the sun. In rainy season, it's another story, which is even worse. These traders have bemoaned the delayed move by government to reconstruct the market, charging that it is a complaint they are tired of airing, which has now led them to giving up and accepting the situation as it is.
It is affecting us as business people because we can't even keep our goods here because we have to keep the storage manje becoming more expensive. So stinga si monokatun. Kasi monokatun dupeza ti wabola bangena through the wakawala. So it's expensive. We used to have lockers so that keep our staff safe. So manje we can't keep our staff safe because we have to take them to the storage, becoming more expensive manje.
The traders have also explained that they have noticed a decline in their businesses since the disaster happened, appealing to government through relevant authorities to speed up the move to reconstruct the market.
So tufuna trisipoma ya tandizako echitako che innovate che market amene simuliveno wake muno tufuna tikazinkala mu muno kube kuna kwatinga ende
enzo pempa ko twati wameneko market kati season kayamba tumavutika mvula yakamba kuloka so tupempa ko government tilanganirepo even fani kambeko che vamenevi
patiganizireko market bachedwa manengi patiganizireko lo mamenenze lidi market paja ikabe kupya yeze business yenze kumanenga apa business sienda mamenenze lidi kupya.
Meanwhile, others have said that with the legalizing of street vendors in Lusaka, customers now shun from these interior traders who are paying levy to the council.
Business native utamu chifata kuti vantu venza kupezeka muno futi vanachoka vanabwera ma street so para sipezeka ti ise muno business ya bwera pansi yafika pa extent yako yatiro kutilipire manani ya msongo ya timalipira je sometimes tikangi wanokangi yapezeka tunkala sogulisa bali ngati yapezeka tu street bonsa pezeka muno market ichimizi ma customers tambo sharing tonse tigulisa but pali manja hapa katunda ntina muno mukati ndiye katunda lipanya zeno aja bali panja futi so lipira ku government waje pezeka ti bagulisa jabe drama za kubuga zieni basi tipira msonko muno so atiganizira kuti zashita bwanji ndiye challenge until now.
Reporting for Camnet Television in Lusaka, Zambia, na Mwinga.
United Party for National Development President Hakainde Hichilema earlier today visited Chela Tukuta, who has been in police custody for criminal libel for over 5 days now. Mr. Hichilema was, however, denied the right to see the detained person, stating that his whereabouts were unknown. Speaking at Lusaka Central Police, Mr. Hichilema stated that Tukuta's case is not against the state, but individuals, hence it is illegal to detain the accused person for more than 48 hours without being taken to court or without visitations from family and friends. We have the details in this report.
Zambia's one of the most renowned photographer who calls himself a youth advocate for anti-corruption, Chela Tukuta is in police custody, but his whereabouts are unknown. This is in connection with some derogatory remarks alleged to have been produced and posted on social media by Chela against Minister of Information and Broadcasting Services, Dora Silia, Zambia Revenue Authority Commissioner General Kingsley Chanda, among others senior government officials. Earlier this week, police spokesperson Esther Katongo said Chela is in police custody yet to be charged with 4 counts of criminal libel. Till today, Chela has not yet been charged and his whereabouts are unknown apart from the fact that he is in police custody. This has prompted Opposition United Party for National Development Hakainde Hichilema to visit Chela at Lusaka's central prison, of which his efforts was in vain.
He is innocent, as the law says. Everybody who is accused is innocent until proven guilty. He has not been taken to court for over 48 hours, which is against the law. The law is very clear, prescriptive. Whoever is arrested for whatever crime, he must be taken to court within 48 hours. Right? Don't worry, continue with your job. Don't worry. Also, I'm told they're charging him with defamation. Criminal libel. He did not defame, or libel is not a case against the state, it's against the individual. Why haven't the individuals taken him to court instead of arresting him? I think that's the issue, really. Yeah, that's the issue. This is unfortunate. This is an illegality going on. But he's entitled to friends, citizens seeing him. That's why we're here. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Mr. Hichilema is demanding for his immediate release because he is entitled to the freedom of expression and speech as enshrined in our country's constitution. Chela, among other youths, has been outspoken on social media citing sensitive issues on senior government officials. Reporting for Camnet TV News, Tennyson Kaunda II in Lusaka.
Meanwhile, United Party for National Development President Hakainde Hichilema says it is unfortunate that the country has continued to waste public resources on projects that cannot stand the test of time. Mr. Hichilema notes with sadness that Great North Road, among other public infrastructure, has gobbled more than enough resources for them to get damaged before people enjoy the facilities. Great North Road was recently constructed at a total cost of $1.2 billion. With less than 2 years down the line, the road is being ripped apart for reconstruction. The opposition leader says his government will ensure that all public infrastructure is built within the required resources and the rest be taken to needy areas.
Was spent. Supposed to be spent. Yeah. And before the road is even taken far, they are ripping it apart. So it means the first contract or the first work that was done was shoddy, and Zambians paid for it. Only because somebody had to get a commission, corruption, and the road is being redone again. This is daylight robbery. This is stealing. Shoddy work, stealing, we've talked about it all the time. When we come in, public jobs like this works will be done at the right cost, right quality, to save resources and put the rest of the money in education, in health, in water supply, in, obviously, agriculture. Not the way these guys are wasting money. This is the problem we have. Yeah. You have seen it for yourself. Road hasn't been controlled.
You're watching Camnet News. Just now we take a break. Join us after that with more stories.
Dr. Bigron, musaibala komutienda okuni gift na land. Uchitenkubeti uibise mojo wasaione. Oh! Mwina moshi, nakuletera njinga. Latest inaluvesi gear na mawaipa.
Difficult, chidi ashidi njinga. Liam 19 pendefcon. Transport, we got it.
Nanga phone for communication. Ipunzi sana chizungu. Yeah, you see what I mean?
It's a camera, difficult.
It's communication. We got it.
Inemomi! Powerful system ndimba X-Buzz.
Mufumile kukalale. Na mnaimo muli bakumushi. We got it. Yo Bikron, utole noleta nchemfule mungani. Get you watch the post and change. 1, 2, 3, both of you. Kabala ngempang. Don't be stupid. We got it.
Can I have that meal over there? And I really want that crisp, fresh apple taste from the garden. Can I have happy apple?
I think I'll have my big bite 2 meal with happy waziwaka. Give us your
enjoy an appetizing big bite meal with an happy drink of your choice. A meal is not a meal without an happy drink. And now introducing Happy in a can.
Welcome back. Patriotic Front PF-sponsored Facebook page, Smart Eagles, reports that traditional leaders in Luwingu and Lupososhi district of Northern Province has commended President Lungu for his commitment to develop rural areas, saying he has succeeded where others have failed. The page says the chiefs have predicted a landslide victory for President Lungu in the 2021 general elections because of the unprecedented infrastructure development witnessed across the country. Speaking when the president met chiefs at Luwingu boarding school Saturday, the chiefs, through their representative, Senior Chieftainess Chungu, said they were happy with the development in the two districts, and in response, President Lungu said his administration was in a hurry to take development to rural areas and across the country because the people who lived there are also Zambians who deserved to have access to good health services, road networks, education, and transport services. The Zambia Institute of Media Alliance, ZIMA, together with the entire media fraternity, has mourned the sudden death of Sky FM journalist Cholwe Hamando, who passed away in the early hours of Sunday. ZIMA Southern Province Coordinator Maston Monze said the loss of such a young, vibrant journalist is a blow to the media fraternity. Ms. Hamando will fondly be remembered for hosting a popular show on Sky FM called Sky Forum.
As Zambia Institute of Independent Media Alliance, ZIMA, we are saddened by the death of our colleague Cholwe Hamando at Sky FM. Cholwe was a very intelligent and gallant journalist who was dedicated to duty at any time she is caught. The loss of such a very vibrant, young, talented journalist is a big blow to the media fraternity here in Southern Province and also as a country. We remember Ms. Cholwe Hamando as a professional journalist who used to conduct herself very well during a good governance program called Sky Forum. ZIMA in Southern Province wishes to convey our heartfelt condolences to the family and board and also the management of Sky FM over the demise of our friend and sister Cholwe Hamando. It is our hope that in trying times such as this, we continue to join hands and work together to support and comfort the family of Cholwe Hamando and also the entire management at Sky FM. May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Opposition Democratic Party President Harry Kalaba says the Constitution Amendment Bill number 10 of 2019 has brought nothing but division in the country, defeating the tenets of democracy. In an interview with Camnet TV, Mr. Kalaba says Bill 10 has struggled to gain widespread acceptance due to its suppressive and divisive nature. He notes that the bill offers little to enhance good governance and accountability to benefit all Zambians, hence facing such rejection. The opposition leader says all well-meaning Zambians should reject the bill to allow for wider consultations. Meanwhile, Mr. Kalaba has also advised the members of parliament, calling themselves Catholic parliamentarians, to respect the stance taken by the church.
Code what you're talking about, Catholic parliamentarians, there's nothing like that. Me, I was in parliament, I never heard anything like that. That thing is only in the heads of those guys who came on and parading themselves. There's nothing like that. So go and tell them there's nothing like that. They shouldn't waste our time. The bishops have spoken. Let them just support the bishops. If they don't want to be Catholics, let them leave the Catholic Church. Instead of them making parallel organizations within the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is one. It's universal. So if they want to start bringing politics in the church, let them keep their politics in the PF and not in the church. The church has been existing for a long time. It was the church in 1990 which spoke for us. It was the church in 2000 which spoke for us. It was the church in 2011 which spoke for us. What has changed now? The church has always been speaking on human rights. Nothing has changed. So tell them they should not be wasting our time.
The International Union of Architects and the Institute of Architects in Brazil have announced the postponement of the Rio de Janeiro 27 World Congress of Architects Expo to July next year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In a statement made available to Camnet News by First Secretary for Press at the Zambian Mission in Brazil, the Architects Rio 27th Congress was scheduled to take place this year in July. International Union of Architects President Thomas Vonnier, however, said planning for the tripartite meeting that is crucial to the industry continues, further urging all its members to adhere to recommendations of the National Public Authority on fighting COVID-19. And Zambia's ambassador to Brazil, Dr. Alfreda Kansembe Mwamba, has called on Zambia's Institute of Architects to prepare adequately so that they could attend the conference in good numbers, which has been moved to next year. We take a break just now. When we come back, we look at international and sports news.
Stay home, stay safe. Times have changed. With the advent of the coronavirus, Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company would like to advise its esteemed customers to avoid visiting crowded places. You don't have to move to pay your water bill. You can do it in the convenience of your home. You can pay your water bills through Zanaco Zapit, Stanbic Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and FNB. You can also use Airtel, MTN, and Zamtel Kwacha mobile money transfer services. For any inquiries to report a fault, please contact our customer service on +260 211 251 571, +260 975 618 618, and toll-free line 5957, Zamtel only. You can also simply email customerservice@lwsc.com. This public announcement is brought to you by the Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company. Water is life. Sanitation is health.
You know I can take her a bit.
Yes, my dear.
I was thinking of getting you a Bugatti on your birthday.
Really?
I'm quiet. My name is Yana.
Don't worry, man. That's why there is insurance.
Insurance?
You heard me.
Not just any kind of insurance, but Savenda General Insurance, a company that offers superior customer service, highly professional and dedicated staff. We are not just any insurance company, but an insurance company that actually pays our claims. We cover, among others, fire, marine, aviation, engineering, agriculture, motor vehicle, and miscellaneous insurance. So, live life to the full, knowing that Savenda General Insurance has got you covered. Savenda General Insurance. Insurance excellence.
Thank you so much for staying with us. We now look at international news. New York City is getting ready to loosen a number of coronavirus restrictions 3 months after the pandemic brought life there to a standstill. On Monday, some offices and non-essential businesses will be allowed to partially reopen, but the United Nations campus in New York will not be following suit. We monitored Al Jazeera for a roundup.
Life is slowly returning to the neighborhood around the UN in New York, after 3 months in which this city was one of the global hotspots of COVID-19. But United Nations headquarters itself stays closed. Only essential staff have been allowed in the building since the 16th of March. It's a place that's been transformed. On the floors, markers 2 meters or 6 feet apart to show physical distancing rules. Masks must be worn when close to others, and the elevators are now limited to 2 occupants. Normally on a weekday, well over 10,000 people pass through these gates. On some recent days, the numbers have been well below 100. When you take a walk in the corridors, you see virtually nobody. Cafes are shuttered, conference rooms are closed, and the places where ambassadors and officials used to brief reporters are silent. While there's just a skeleton UN staff working, the number of cleaning crews has been increased. It's possible that the glass, steel and marble here has never gleamed this much. In the neighbourhood around the UN, where many diplomats and officials live, life is slowly returning to normal. From Monday, with new COVID-19 rules, many shops and businesses across New York City can reopen for the first time. But inside the UN, things will remain closed. This is the main visitors' lobby. It's normally teeming with people, and I'm the only person here. Normally there are diplomats from all over the world. It's a melting pot, but that's the problem. It could become a fresh incubator for the virus. The Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, has ordered that a phased reopening of the complex won't start until August at the earliest. James Bays, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations.
We now look at sports news. Sadio Mane has sparked fears within Anfield that he could be ready to move out this summer. The £150 million rated Senegalese star 28 has said to offer any indication that he will sign a new deal offered to him 9 months ago. And boss Jurgen Klopp is growing anxious over the situation. He has told the Liverpool hierarchy that even if Mane is contracted until 2023, he wants a firm answer on whether he is prepared to commit for longer. Well, that sporting item brings us to the end of our news this evening. But before we go, the headlines once again. Pastor Chiluba calls for peace in the country. HH blocked from visiting Chela Tukuta. And youth protest stopped in international news, New York to ease COVID-19 lockdown. In sports news, Liverpool's fear over $270 million star money with Spanish giant set to strike. We now look at Camnet verse for the day, and it's coming from the book of James 1 verse 12, and it reads, "Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised to them and that have loved him." That's all we had for you on the news desk this evening. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Sharon Kalimbula. Enjoy watching the rest of the programming.